I was on live earlier this morning, and I know a few people were bummed that they missed it, so I'm jumping on again at least one more time before the end of the day, because I wanted to make sure people knew that the announcement for the Mini 2 SE giveaway winner is going to be held on Friday, sometime around this time, 5:30. I feel like my screen is a little dirty. Hold on a second. Boom. All right, there we go. I feel like that's definitely better. All right, so the giveaway is going to be announced sometime between 5 and 8 p.m. on Friday is my guess. I really hope that I'm going to be able to get my ducks in a row for that, but basically we have about 300 people entered right now, so you still have a really good chance of winning the drone. I really appreciate everyone jumping on and sending me a message via the Drone Camp website if they've had any questions. That does help me verify you if you're concerned that you didn't get the right message. However, I don't think I'll have any problem right now verifying who the winner is. I really appreciate everyone actually going through that route. It clearly has vetted a lot of people. Although I have 10,000 subscribers, I'm sure some of them are not legitimate. Hey, what's going on, Christopher? How you doing? Welcome to the live. And once again, if you guys have any questions here, like this is a great time to ask them. I do have like a members only section of my channel as well, and I plan on doing more and more live feeds there. But basically the only thing you need to do in order to have a chance of winning this DJI Mini 2 SE is to head to thedronecamp.com. That's thedronecamp.com, and if you enter your email, that basically allows me to check on my back end, verify you, make sure you're following me on YouTube, and then you will be entered to win. So I'm going to be randomly choosing the winner. It's going to be very straightforward, and then I'll be announcing it live on Friday night. So I do actually have a Mini 2 SE with me, which is cool. And earlier today we were, I say we, some of the folks in the live earlier, we were really having fun turning on these drones and listening to their startup noises because it's just so satisfying. But this is the Mini 2 SE. This is the drone that you'll win if you do win. It's a sweet, sweet little drone. It really is a lot of fun. 12 megapixel camera, 2.7K. Hey, what's going on? Dutch Officer, one of my loyal members. He has a chance to win another gift as well, too. I'm going to be doing members only giveaways. But basically, this drone, it really is just so much fun. I've brought it all over the place with me. And this drone, my very first one, even has a little a little band-aid still on it because there's a small, tiny little fracture in the leg. But so far, so good with that. We were talking earlier as well about the different ways to launch your any drone, really. So I actually still have my Mini 3 kicked over there. And hey, Zaki, what's going on? I hope that's how you pronounce your name. I'm glad you're here. One of the reasons I wanted to jump on again was because I know a few folks were sad they couldn't make the live earlier. But what we were talking about earlier was basically how there's this universal way of launching drones, whether it's a DJI drone, a Snapson drone, Potensic. They basically, with a manual launch is going to look like most often is taking the two sticks and bringing them to the center. That's going to basically start your props, and we can then launch from there. Hey Mason, what's going on? Can you use a different controller like the one? Unfortunately, this screen, the RC controller, only works with DJI Mini 3 and above. The DJI Mini 2 SE is not compatible, as far as I know, with this controller. Excuse me, but I did buy an extra Mini 3 just so that I could use this with my Mavic 3 because that's compatible, and I didn't get the built-in screen when I first got my Mavic 3. But that is a great question. Oh, can you hear the props revving? Basically, this allows you to have full manual control of your launch. And once you do basically get it off the ground, the drone's going to then adjust the sensors and use the GPS as a home location. But I mean, as you can see, I'm flying it in my office and it's completely stable. It's very, very impressive. What made me get into YouTube was these mini series drones. As you can see, when I put my hand underneath, the sensors sensed that I was there and automatically moved the drone up. they have a very, very, very stable flight pattern, which I love about the DJI drone. I'm gonna put it down now so you guys can hear me. And by landing, I'm just holding down on the stick. Basically, that's going to force land it anytime. And that's how I hand land and hand launch. If you guys ever seen any of my videos for like landing, especially on a boat, I'm basically going to hold out the drone and hold down on my left stick so that my hand accesses the ground, and once it realizes there's a stable surface to land on, it's going to go down and land on it. So that's how I typically hand launch. I do see some questions coming in. Welcome everyone to the live. Hey, what's going on, Andy? I'm glad some folks who didn't make it earlier are here now. Would it get damaged if you land in grass? I would try to avoid landing in tall grass because you might end up getting some stuff caught up in the propellers, and if you don't see that, grass can be pretty strong when it's dried up, and the last thing you want is a prop fail. So my suggestion, unfortunately, I don't have it with me here, but I have it go. If you guys looked at my Mini 3 range test long video on YouTube, I do revert to the landing pad that I use, my foldable landing pad. Definitely invest in one of those. Hey, I'm happy you're here too, Mason. Does the drone work with a controller? I have the Mini 2 SE unfortunately doesn't work with the built-in screen controller, and that's okay. You can send as many questions as you want. The sending cost is going to be free. Yeah. So some questions that have come in about oh, Andy, your Mini 2 arrives tomorrow. Congrats! That's so exciting. Basically, this is going to be international giveaway as best as I can. Essentially, if you Oh, wow. Congrats, Ben. Everyone give Ben a hand. Just passes part 107. That is really exciting. I would love to connect with you. Definitely head to thedronecamp.com and drop me a message because we can definitely get more in depth. I definitely would have suggestions on where to start getting clients, especially if you have an industry that you're looking to get into. I basically focus on real estate. I have some cool stuff to show you guys. Hold on. I happen to find some of my old magazines that have a lot of my my original artwork featured in them. So I was gonna show a couple of you guys. I think a couple of them were drones too. Let me double check. The giveaway has started. It's gonna end on Friday. If someone lands on a random island, I will try to get it to them. Maybe it's an excuse to go to a vacation. Mini 3 Combo or Mini 4 Pro? That is a really good question. You know, I guess it really depends on your experience and what you're going to use the drone for. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Yeah, Friday's going to be so exciting. I'm really pumped. Let me see. I know one of these is a drone shot. If not, I have a couple covers. I luckily got a couple cover magazine shots this past spring with a few of my drone images on them. We're curious where people are tuning in from. Where are people at? I am the drone guy. What's going on? Oh no, this isn't a drone one. Basically, I'm oftentimes featured in these magazines. Realtors use me all the time to go. Oh, Chicago, what's going on? I love Chicago. I basically am a real estate agent and photographer here in the coast of Maine, and I got my part 107 back in 2016, 2017, and Ohio, what's going on? I'm actually hoping to have a guest on live who's from Ohio. Minnesota, what's happening? Land of 1,000 lakes, I believe. And this guy who's out in Ohio, I'm really hoping I can get him on the show. He does all like really high-end agro spraying with drones, huge drones that he carries out on a trailer, like really impressive stuff. Can I hold my battery outside on a Mini 3 and check the temperature? I mean, I can tell you right now, just from turning it on and flying it, it's warm right now, just from kind of keeping it on right now. Minnesota, Ohio, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Mr. Indian, how's it going? Yeah, basically we were talking earlier about, and I kind of lost my train of thought earlier, but one of the the channel is called The Drone Guy. I am going to be trying to host more people. I just connected with a guy earlier today who built a carbon fiber drone, which looks absolutely insane. Hey, what's going on, Caleb? Welcome to the live, everyone, too. I just want to remind those who just, land of 10,000 lakes. What did I say? Did I say 1,000 or 10? I hope I said 10,000. But the Mini 2SE is someone in my email list right now, there's just about 300 people. One of you is going to win this Mini 2SE. And it doesn't matter really where you are or if you have a drone or not. I'm going to try to get this drone to you. The price of the drone is $279 right now. Apparently at Sam's Club you can get the Fly More combo for $279. I have tagged the products that I'm going to talk about in the live here, so you can check them out. Can you fly the drone Mini 2 series? So the problem is I haven't hosted a live with my Mini 2 SE. I would fly it in here right now for you guys, but the problem is I'm using my phone for the live. So, the Channel of Ohio. Good question, Mason. Sorry, it's called. Let me pull it up. Right, it's something Agway. Let me pull it up for you really quick. Basically, what I'm trying to do is, although I'm kind of exclusive to real estate photography, a couple other industries I've touched in on are the solar industry. Hold on 1 second. I know I got a notification just recently. Oh yeah, here it is. Here's the video. The channel basically that I was hoping to get on the show is called NU Way AG. Basically, this guy does all agro science. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can flip the screen. Just type in NU Way space AG and you should be able to find him. Oh yes, I did get your email. I will be getting back to you for sure. I want to make sure I did at least one more live host before the end of the day, and I've gotten a couple others. But yes, I believe yes, I did see your email. I have it right here in front of me. And once again, if you don't get a message right away, just know I'm working through them. One of the cool parts about, oh my god, I always look for my phone, but it's right there. thedronecamp.com is that you can message me right on that website and we can chat. If you don't get a direct message and you want to send me another one, you can always reach me at thedroneguy@gmail.com. You know, it is hard at first to fly a drone. I think the first time I actually flew my drone, I have my OG drone here, you guys. Let's just do a quick comparison. This is the bag I used to carry my drone in. This is the bag I typically carry my drone in now. I mean, not even close. This is what started the Drone Guy, if you guys want to know. The original Phantom 4. Look at this beast. I don't even know. Oh, it will turn on. Well, let me turn it on. And this was a drone that you had to actually manually put the props on. And no, the Mini 2SE, so what's cool about the mini drones is, I'll show you the props right now. See how there's like that little orange rubber tip on it? That like little silicon end tip makes these drones so much quieter. I don't know what it is. I think it probably has to do with air resistance. Doesn't affect I think it's probably more effective too, but my Mavic 3 has some pretty serious wingtips on it. The exam was challenging. I think I naturally had a pretty good understanding of a lot of the material with my background. I have 2 Bachelor's of Science degrees, and 2 of them, you know, they kind of dovetailed into that. But let's go back. Who was the guy who had just passed his Part 107? He's probably the best person to ask because he just passed it. I'm trying to scroll back. Was it Ben? Ben, hey Ben, if you have any feedback on how the Part 107 went, man, let us know. I know, so this is the Phantom 4. It basically has some of the same specs as this little guy. It's crazy. However, there's something about the way this drone flew that just was so incredible. Let's see if I can turn it on. Ooh. Hold on 1 second. No, it's not wanting to turn on. It's been a while, you guys. I don't even know. I'm trying to figure out what to do with this thing right now because it's basically the image sensor went on it, which means that it can no longer determine what colors are which, and it basically spotted the entire image and video with red and white spots, which was no good. Yeah, this drone isn't gonna turn on at the moment, which is too bad, but hey, that was just kind of like a fun one to show you guys what this original drone looked like. I mean, times have changed, but as you can see, these were all the original sensors here. No front or back sensors, just some, I'm sorry, front sensors, no back or side sensors. But this is the drone that started all. I flew this drone for almost 6 years straight, and really, really incredible. But that drone cost me almost $1,600, and this drone, the one I'll be giving away on Friday, is only $279 right now. So it's just pretty incredible that you can potentially start a business with a drone this big. Now, if you want your Part 107 and fly commercially, you are going to need a remote ID or basically a module or a built-in that allows you to be seen by FAA, by the airmen and stuff. Ben, it wasn't bad at all. You just did it in under an hour. That's awesome. Oh wow, you're a private pilot as well. That's extremely cool. Wow, good for you. That's really, really cool. Hey Keith, what's going on? Did you have another question? Because I see you're talking about, ever have birds fly around? Absolutely. And you know what's funny is the place that I saw the worst birds was in Europe and Italy. Basically, it was very challenging sometimes to fly my drone. I don't know what it was. They just didn't. They were not scared. They were like, I called them the drone mafia when I was out there. I was like, to my wife, I was like, I don't know, honey, I don't know if I can fly today because the drone mafia will be after me. But that's okay. It's kind of like self-policing. Kind of forced you to just say, let's just enjoy the moment, and maybe today wasn't the right time. The Part 107 is basically the certification that you have to get in order to fly commercially here in the United States under the FAA. It is a federal license, or it's not a license, it's actually a certificate. And it's basically so that you can earn a living. If you make money flying a drone, even if you just have a YouTube channel that's monetized, they ask you to have this. Hey Ben, what's going on? I haven't been to Scotland, but some folks from Scotland and Ireland have been tuning in. I have a lot of family lineage from Scotland and Ireland, and my sister lived in Ireland for a while, so I'm tempted to, I was actually supposed to go during COVID, or before COVID kicked off, and my trip got canceled, but would love to go. Yeah, you can fly higher to avoid the birds. That's a really good point. Someone else brought up the fact that you can also put red propellers on, or put more red on your drone. That should hopefully work. Is there an age limit? I want to say it's 16. If anyone knows, Ben or any of the other folks who had just passed, let me know. Actually, I could probably look it up now. I want to say it's 16. If not, I would think 18. Part 107 requirements, age restriction. Let me quickly look that up. Yeah, it must be at least 16. So you could start a business at 16. Yeah, strobes and red tape. I think that's your best bet. Would I recommend the Mini 2SE or the Mini 4K? If you have the budget for the Mini 4K, I agree with Drone NL. Might as well just go for the 4K. Although 4K, it doesn't matter because I just feel like it still does the trick. It really comes down to budget. If you can spend a little bit more money, might as well get the 4K, especially when you share on the vertical crop. That does help to kind of maintain some of the resolution and stuff. So, hang out. There we go. I think we're back. Yeah, if you can afford it, the Mini 4K is great. I'm seeing you guys post, but I'm not seeing myself move, so sorry if I'm frozen. You know, it's funny that the DJI Spark was the one that I felt like I missed out on, and when the Mini 2SE came out, that's when I knew I needed to pull the trigger. Oh, nice. Thank you so much, Drone. I know, oh no, I've gone black. Wendell, right when you joined, man, we went black. Your presence just was too much. Too cool, Wendell. Wendell is a long-time supporter of the channel. Hold on, you guys. I don't know how to make this not black. Sorry, you guys, hang tight. There we go. Hey, we're back. Subscribe, thank you so much. If you are, yes, Blue Flame, I just saw you subscribe. I got the live feed going on. You will be basically any subscriber who heads to, yeah, I know you've been subbed. I have some really cool long time subscribers here, which is great, but this is the drone, the Mini 2SE. Let's turn it back on. Doing its thing. So it's got the multi-axis gimbal. I would fly it right now, but I do need my phone to run the live for the time being until I figure out another situation. But for those of you who just joined, I'm going to put my Mini 3 aside. I'm going to be giving away a Mini 2SE. I've been subscribing to me on camp.com. And I know if you guys have been here for the beginning of the live, you're going to probably just be so sick of me talking about this. But this is what the website looks like. And here on the bottom is where that little chat button can pop up and you can send me a direct message anytime. And I will get back to you. But going back to what I was talking about before, here earlier, you would have seen this, but I'm going to put this little snap, and this is the Snaption startup function as doing the DJI drones. Good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping in. I really appreciate it. Beautiful, just the name of it. But similarly to the Mini 3, when I brought the sticks in, I'm going to bring the sticks out, and you can't hear it, but it basically just kicked on the props here, and then I can go. Then I'm good. So the little white light means it's the head of it, and the red is for the butt. What's cool about this drone too is you can kind of like have fun with it and have like carefree flying even inside. And it does like cool little flips and stuff too, which is cool. Whoa. And if you can fly one of these, you can fly a DJI drone. And a lot of people, I think, get worried because the DJI Mini 2SE only has the 2 sensors on the bottom. But, you know, if you are someone who can learn to fly manually, you're going to be better off. Oh no, it's super laggy. Okay, I'm going to end and get on in a little bit, you guys.